guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Megan with Fit Financial Planning, working out your own financial plan one lesson at a time. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. On this video, we're just going to do a quick recap as to what this channel is about, why have I started this channel, and where do we see this channel going. All right, so to all my new subscribers, welcome. To all those that have been patiently waiting, thank you so much for your patience. I'm back with a bang, and let's get into it. Right, so the initial reason why I started this video was to educate you guys on the financial planning products. Okay, so these are the solutions or the products that you would go to when you look at your financial plan as a whole. So here we're talking about your investment products, we're talking about medical aid products, we're talking about insurance products, as well as short-term insurance, long-term insurance. So those are the type of products that I wanted to educate on and give you more information on, so that when you're sitting with a financial advisor one day, you basically are informed, right? Well informed, and you're able to understand the type of conversations that the financial advisors would start having with you, because a lot of times people don't really know what these products entail. Why would they actually take up this type of product? They think they need a specific product, but they don't actually need it, right? Some people might be overinsured, okay, through having group life cover through their company and having their own personal policies, right? But what I want you guys to remember is that none of my videos constitute financial advice. You need to sit with a financial advisor to look at your financial plan, because every financial plan is different, right? It needs to be tailored to your specific needs. All right, so I cannot give you financial advice, just based on a product. You need to look at the product and find out if this product is actually something you need, and how will it then help you achieve whatever goal that you have set in your financial plan. All right, so that's what Fit Financial Planning is all about. It's about you taking control of the financial plan, understanding your financial plan, but by virtue of you understanding the products, that's how you're going to understand what the financial plan is, and then understand which solutions or which products will help you get to that destination, or to get you to the goal that you have set for yourself through your financial plan. So that is why I've created this channel. My background is that I have worked in this intermediary space, or insurance space, or investment space for the past 10 years as a financial advisor's assistant, right? So being an assistant, I then, have to understand these products and understand how they work, because at the end of the day, I'm the one making sure that whatever was on the proposal, whatever the advisor proposed to you, with regards to meeting a specific need, I need to make sure that whatever paperwork is done so that we can achieve that goal. All right, I have to make sure that the paperwork is processed so that you can achieve that goal. So by me doing that, I got to learn and got to understand these products, and I realized that a lot of people don't really fully understand even the products that they're actually going into. They just know that, I trust my financial advisor, and he will make sure that I go into a product that will help me achieve that goal. But what if you actually understood what the product is? What if you actually understood the mechanics of the product and how the product works? What if you actually understood the underlying portfolios that you invested in and how they actually work, and how whatever happens in the market affects your portfolio? What if you actually understood that? How enriching would that be for you when you get your statement, to look at your statement and actually understand what you're reading, right? I know when you get all these quarterly statements, it's a whole lot of numbers, a whole lot of fees that have been taken off, and you see that, okay, I had X, now I have Y, okay, it's grown, I'm happy, happy days. But what if you actually understood that pie chart or that line graph on your statement? What if you actually understood the percentage and the types of equities that that are underlying in your portfolio? What if you actually understood how your investment is actually broken down in terms of your equity ratio, your bond ratio, your property ratio, your cash ratio, alternatives? What if you actually understood what global exposure you have within your own investment, right? And I know there's a saying that people say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And then people quickly go and they have an Easy Equities trading platform, then they have a Standard Bank trading platform, then they go and they have a unit trust investment with Old Mutual, then they go have a retirement annuity through Allan Gray, then they have something else through Sanlam. And in their mind, they are distributing or they are spreading their risk, right? But what if you actually understood that it's not what that means, right? Putting your eggs in one basket just means that what type of asset class are you invested in, right? We've got four main asset classes. We've got equities, we've got property, we've got bonds, and then we've got cash, right? We also have alternatives and sometimes commodities, depending on the different portfolios you invested in. What if you actually understood that, right? Because remember, even if you are invested in all these different places, we all, invest or trade on the same JSE, right? On the same stock exchange. This is where the money is being invested because we're buying underlying shares. We're buying a stake in different shares. And those are the equities that actually help grow your investment, right? So it doesn't mean that if you have an investment with Allan Gray and Sanlam and Old Mutual, you're spreading your risk. No, you're not. You're just literally giving money away, in terms of paying underlying portfolio fees, underlying management fees, underlying admin fees, underlying broker fees, right? So you're actually bleeding money through fees by having your money spread on all these different platforms, okay? All these different companies are platforms, but they all report or they all trade on the same JSE, okay? So that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys, or that's what I'm trying to teach you guys by having, these videos and these videos coming on so that you understand the products that you're actually getting into. Okay, so I know my video is not all about how to save so that you can have 50,000 at the end of the year. I mean, there are plenty of videos like that online. I see them, I watch them myself. They're very informative, and I really appreciate those people that take the time to educate and teach you guys on this. My channel is a bit different. I want to go into the product specifically. I want you to understand, how does a retirement annuity work? What is a retirement annuity? If you have a pension fund at work and you have a retirement annuity, which is better, right? If you have a pension fund through your work, should you have a retirement annuity? What is the benefit of having both? Should you have both, right? What is a tax-free savings account? How does it work exactly? What is the benefit of having a tax-free savings account versus a unit trust investment? Aren't they both unit trusts at the end of the day? What is the major differences? Why would I have one versus the other? You understand? So these are the type of conversations that I want us to have. These are the things that I want to point out to you, and these are the things I want to highlight in my videos. Okay, so if you watch my previous videos where I started, if you can, please go and watch them if you haven't watched them. So I literally start by, how do you know that you are speaking to someone who's accredited, firstly, and how will you know that you're speaking to someone who understands and who knows what they're talking about? Who is your financial advisor? Who are you speaking to? Is this person registered? There are a lot of people out there that are scammers, right? They'll tell you, give me your money and I'll double it, all right, over an amount of time, and this is how much you'll have. How do I know that a good deal is a good deal? Right. So there's a lot of things that you need to be aware of, especially in this day and age. Every person needs to be accountable, and you need to be responsible enough to educate yourself about the products that you're going into. Even if it's forex trading, if you know nothing about forex trading, don't you dare give someone to trade on your behalf. You go sit down, find videos on YouTube, go onto websites, attend seminars, learn how to trade yourself, do it yourself. All right. Even if you don't want to work through a financial advisor, understand the products and go directly to the asset managers and go and open your own retirement annuity. As long as you understand what the product is, right? As long as you understand what the product is, how it works, and how it actually fits in your life, in your financial plan. Okay, so it's always advisable though to speak to someone who's accredited, speak to someone who has knowledge and who understands how these things work. Because I must tell you, all the financial products you may have or solutions you may have an impact on your estate plan. What is an estate plan? An estate plan is what happens to you after death. All right. Remember, when you die, you leave an estate. Okay. The estate late of XYZ. Right. That is your estate. Which of these products form part of your estate? And what are the implications of them forming part of your estate? Does it increase the value of your estate? What happens if it increases the value of your estate? Then you pay estate duty. You know you can't get away from tax, right? SARS, you will pay tax even when you're 6 feet underground. Your estate will be liable for estate duty. All right. So speaking to someone who is well versed and who can give you holistic financial planning is so important, because then you know which products to go into to minimize estate duty. All right, especially if your estate is quite large. All right, so if your estate is anything above 3.5 million, you'll start paying estate duty. Anything below 3.5 million, you don't pay estate duty. So what are the tricks and the plans that you can pick up or work with the financial advisor who will help you then structure so that to keep your estate as low as possible, if possible? Some people have inherited, or they just have a lot. They have a lot of investments, they've saved a lot, they have inherited a lot, so they can't get away from, shrinking the estate. But even within that large estate, there are ways that you can minimize the estate duty you have to pay. All right, so it's not about avoiding tax. Tax avoidance is a crime, but minimizing and structuring your estate or your financial plan in a way that reduces estate duty, that's not a crime. Okay, that's being smart, and that's understanding the environment of the estate plan. Okay, and that's why you have to speak to someone who's accredited and someone who knows what they're talking about, right? Then what are those financial planning solutions that can help, with regards to estate planning? Trusts. What is a trust? Do you need a trust? Why would you set up a trust? What are the costs of running a trust? Right? So remember, back in the day, people used to create trusts in order to hide their money in the trust. There's so many laws and there's so many things that have come through that you cannot really hide your money anymore. All right? Is it worth having a trust? What is a testamentary trust? Should you have a testamentary trust? How does it work? Who runs the testamentary trust? These are the type of things that I want to teach you. These are the type of things I want you to understand, so that when you're having a conversation with someone, then you're like, okay, maybe this would be something that I need. I understand a little bit about it, but please unpack it for me. And let's see, how does that fit into my lifestyle, the way that I've set up my life, right? So two people who are retiring will have two very different scenarios. Okay, so one financial plan will not necessarily be the same for someone else. Okay, so that's why it's important to have these conversations with a financial advisor. Okay, so I've done a few videos where I've spoken about medical aid. I've done a few videos where I've spoken about life insurance and what life insurance is and how would you determine what type of cover you need. Okay, I don't know whether I've covered everything, but I'm pretty sure that there's more that I'll unpack on that as well. Okay, so in a nutshell, guys, that is what I wanted to say today, is that this is what the channel is about: education on the financial planning products, understanding what these products are, understanding how these products will fit into your life, right? So that you understand the financial plan yourself. Okay, so just remember, again, none of my videos constitute financial advice, but should you need to speak to someone who is an accredited financial advisor, you can speak to me. Just pop me an email, and then I'm happy to have the conversation with you and to help you with whatever decisions you need to make in the near future. Okay, so thanks, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time. I will chat to you again in the next video, right? Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and God bless.